So, yep, the stream is up, I think, and there are currently no people watching. Right, this stream's going to be a bit different. Rather than working on this game, which I might do a bit, I'm going to be working on a Unity game for a game jam. So tell me if anyone's watching in the chat, because I don't think that's working, because once someone was typing in the chat while they weren't watching, which in theory shouldn't be possible. Anyway, so what I've done so far, I've drawn this for the theme, isolation, and the limitation for the game jam. It's this major jam. The theme for the game jam is isolation, and the limitation is no living things. So I have undead plants, and you play as a scarecrow. I've also drawn a farmhouse and a few tiles, and now I've just animated the scarecrow doing a nice attack animation. That's my first time doing kind of slash animation with motion blur and that kind of thing, as I'm more used to doing squish and stretch. They're more or less used for the same thing, yet they're both different. So say in live chat if you're watching, because that sometimes doesn't work. Yeah, I think there are no people watching. Anyway, let's begin. So firstly, let's delete the character from the scene, and let's give him a few more animations. If a sprite opens up, there we go. Something firstly drawing him side on. So let's copy him, go file, a new, yeah, that's about right, and paste him in a new file. Now I just want to get him to look like he's looking towards the right. So a simple way of doing this is firstly to move the eyes right to face where he's looking. It is quite lazy, it's also very effective, and yeah, I'm not going to put any more time than that into it, to be honest. Oh, that looks horrible with his left eye. So that's looking nicer. Also, there should not be that line there. Okay. So now the next thing I want to do is erase there and kind of get his body to tilt like he's looking that way. So this arm would have to move in this way, and this arm would have to move outwards that way. Just really simple. Now you can see his body is tilted that way. If I copy that, make a new frame and paste that in, you can see he does look a lot more like he's looking the right way. One thing I could also do is rotate his body here a bit. I don't know, I'm just trying to move things about really to get it to look like he's rotated. Anyway, are there people watching or? And no. So there does seem to be 0 watching. Okay, so looks like he's looking that way. Now I want to animate a walk cycle for a scarecrow, so this is going to be kind of weird. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do it yet. Suggest ideas in live chat for how the walk cycle is going to work. So that's looking kind of good. I guess I could also draw a line up there, and I'm just really thinking about what else I could do for a walk cycle. This is kind of weird. Should I just do... Oh, I have absolutely no idea what to do for the walk cycle. I could do just like a one-legged walk cycle, like on the pogo stick kind of thing. So if I get that leg moving that way, moving in that way a bit more, and then if I get this leg going like that, and then I want it to go like this, and then I want it to spring in for the next frame. So let's move this back, and let's move this back, and now of course I'm just going to move it up like he's sprung his leg in. So it's moving back, and then it's springing in, and then on a new frame I now want it to spring back down. And how does that look? So let's copy this frame over, so it's got to go from this to then like this, but like sprung this way. So it's kind of looking like it's jumping along. And that's looking quite nice. So how does it, what's happening here? That does look like it's been moved up a lot. Anyway, that's looking quite neat. The walk cycle with one leg. Anyway, so hi, it's just ideas in the live chat as always, but this is a game made for a live jam. I'm animating this scarecrow doing a walk cycle, hopping on one leg with the post of the scarecrows. I couldn't really think of anything else. So yeah, this is it so far. I've also made him side view. Now the next, maybe I can make this a little bit more like this way. So yeah, that's looking kind of good now. Of course I want to make him jump up on this frame by 2 pixels, so go like this and just kind of jump along, so I'm moving his body as the next thing. So I'm going to move him up 1 pixel to make that more gradual. So now it takes like 2 frames for it to move up. It doesn't just immediately move up 2 pixels. The next thing I want to do is get him to go right back down. So down 1 more frame than he was. Or 1 more pixel, not frame. What am I thinking? That's looking kind of good. So now the next thing I want to do is just move his hat up and down a bit. So as he moves up here, I am going to move his hat down actually. Just kind of creates it, like, it just looks a lot better just getting everything else to move a bit. And of course his arms look like he's doing a T-pose, or just holding his arms out and not moving them at all. So I'm going to move his arms up a lot more when he's like this, to show that like he's, I don't know, springing his arms up. And as this, it's hard to, I could either just select things for this, move them up, and maybe flip them vertically, but it is better for this to redraw the whole hay. But I'm a bit lazy, and I'm just getting away, flipping them vertically, and making them look like the hay's moved. So now he's moving his arms on 1 frame, which is good. So he's moving his arms up here, and then back. And then in here, of course, he's got to have his arms moved right up and in. And of course with the hay, then I'm just going to rotate this like a bit. And then the same with the other hay. Is it hay they put in a scarecrow? I don't know. Anyway, I'm saying anyway a bit too much. So let's erase these pixels and just neaten it up after rotating the arms. So right now it's looking kind of good with 2 frames of the arm motion. So he's kind of So as he lands, then on the frame after he's landed, I want to move his arms down a little, just to give the thing look like he's impacting the ground a bit more. That looks really sharp for his arm motion. It's like slowly moving up and then all of a sudden it's up like that. I'm not sure for this. Anyway, let's try moving his body now. So as he moves up here, I am actually going to move his body down. I don't know how that's looking. Then on frame 4, I am going to move his body down in 2 places just to look like he's squished in a bit more. Then frame 5, with the impact, I'm going to squish his body in loads. Frame 4, so I need to move him back up 1 pixel, and now he looks really ridiculous. So I'm going to move him back down 2 pixels. But then you can see he's more or less in the same place. So let's just move him up 1 pixel. That's looking really neat. I'm kind of like, he drops down a bit too suddenly. It's just all trying to perfect it and get the animation looking right. So the next thing I want to do is make the impact a bit less sharp, because they really sharply go up like that and then down like this a lot. So I'm moving it back up, so he's just moved down 1 pixel from there to make it less sharp. So he's going like that. That's looking okay for like a running, jumping thing. So now I want to import both these animations into Unity, so I actually need to copy these frames over into here. So I should have 10 frames. Wait, what? I'm confused. So anyway, let's add a new tag to this. I'm going to name the tag run. Now what I want to do is firstly select all these frames and move them right like quite a lot. No, that didn't obviously work. Now he's, oh no, I missed a bit off the selection. So now I need to do Control A this time, select all those and then move them right a lot because he was getting cropped off the canvas. Now that's looking nice, and now I can select these frames, copy them and go out and paste them on top of that frame. 6, 7. So then normal, that. And then delete the last frame, and then delete this tag. And then try and find the end of this animation, add a new tag, and name this run. And now I'm going to do the same for this, add a new tag and call it attack. Now this is looking nice. I can attack and I can run. But has it moved at all? So it's moved up 1 and left 1. So if I select all these, go Control A, move up 1 and left 1, how do they look? Yeah, so now the positioning is right and it's not moving at all when switching between the animations. So those animations are working really well. So the animations are working really well, and yeah, I'm quite proud of that. Now let's export these into Unity. Actually, let's go file. I just realised this project is in the complete wrong space. So if I go into Assets, Show in Explorer, now you can see they're in the complete wrong place. So yeah, I'm going to delete the project. Firstly, to stop that first, I am going to file New Project, and now via the Unity Hub I want to change the directory it creates new projects in. Thanks. So any ideas for other animations? Like for example, I might need an up and down walk in a minute. I could do that, or I could make it a platformer with the scarecrow. So with Unity Hub, 2D location. Now set location to my where is it? Projects, Unity projects, and select folder. So now let's create a new project, and now that it's closed we can delete the old projects and export them from Unity into my new project when it starts. Anyway, I have to go quite soon, so I'm going to try to wrap things up in a bit. Any other ideas? Top down or side views? I'm just wondering if I should do top down, have him moving left and up and down with this similar animation, or should I do a platformer like this and have him run along, attack and jump? What happened? Folders in use.